most of the time that job they don't do anything at that job they want to do, so they don't like their job. They're there all day doing something they don't like to do, and it shouldn't pay enough because that worker, that adult, doesn't bring anything to the table because they have no education, so they can't demand an actual salary that pays them what they think they should be getting paid. So, in terms of work life, they're miserable. And for that kind of person, it is very probable, if that's their mentality when it comes to school and work, it probably also reflects in the way they handle their family life as well. So probably their family life, they're miserable in that as well. So work life, family life is miserable. The only respite they get from that is when they can sit down and watch fiction on a TV screen. What does that have to do with working out and losing weight? Well, in terms of overall making your life better, right? It would just be the obvious, easy thing to say would be like, okay, well, just, improve your work life and your family life, and then you'll have a better life overall, and it'll make getting in shape and losing weight that much more easier. That's easy to say, but that's much more complicated to do. Because when you talk about work life and family life, you're talking about interacting with other people. And when you're interacting with other people, you can't control what they think and what they do and how they interact with you. You can't control that. You can't make them behave the way you want them to behave. And so it can be so much more complicated when you involve other people. But when we're talking about getting in shape and losing weight, that's all on you. You lose weight. You exercise. You eat. It's all on you and the decisions that you make. So it's much less complicated and much more straightforward. What I'm suggesting is you start with the easier, less complicated stuff like how you eat and how you exercise. You figure out how to do that stuff in a way that you enjoy and is effective for you. And then the principles that you learn from having done that, you can then apply later on to making that same progress with your work life and your family life. So now that we've defined what the problem is and how we should go about solving it, let's actually dive deeper into the solution concerning actual eating and exercise.